to the hottest in the city. Nice smile, need a light up the city. She got lifestyle, new home.
Hi besties, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Dajah Nicole. So in today's video, because it is back to school season, especially for us college students, some actually have started this week. I know I actually started when I get back from my trip, so from Dominican Republic. That is next week. I can't believe that. That's going to be a lot of content for you guys, from Instagram to TikTok to YouTube. That's going to bring a lot of content. I'm going to bring out a lot of content from that trip, but that's not the point of today's video. But like I said, because it is back to school season, I want to do this video especially for my freshmen of college and for my seniors of high schools, because most of y'all or some of y'all will be going to college next year. I'm gonna say this:
college is not for everyone. Some people go to K school, some people just work a 9 to 5 night, until they don't want to live that life no more. Some people go to college and start a side hustle. That is something I wish I started sooner in my college years, but I am going to start one now. And some people just go straight in the military and then go to college, because the military can actually pay for your college.
But everyone has a whole route, different routes after high school. But if you are in college right now, or you're going to college next year after high school, this video is for you. And even after each semester of college, you can always come back to this video. But I'm going to show you about 9 tips and 9 things that I have learned while in college. And I'm still in college. I'll be getting my bachelor's in May of next year, 2024. But I really do hope that you like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification so every time I post a video you will be notified. And go follow all of my social media. So it'll be here on the screen somewhere and in the description box down below. Also, go follow my business Instagram as well. It will also be here somewhere on the screen. And go check out my podcast. My business due launch next month on the 22nd. So stay tuned for business content on all of my social media platforms, including YouTube. But let's just get into this video, because I have a lot to explain on things that I've learned while as a college student, and it's going to help you out. So let's just get on to today's videos, besties. So I have 8 things that I have learned in college that I'm going to share with you. Now, if you are a new college freshman, or if you're a high school senior and you're thinking about going to college next year, you're wondering how many classes can you take that is considered full term, and how many classes, actually not one, but how many classes is considered too much, and do you recommend taking summer classes? Now I'm about to answer those 3 questions in this first thing that I learned in my college years. So it is recommended to take 4 classes, but you can take up to 6 classes. So it is considered a full term with 4, but you can take up to 6. So the reason why some people like myself take 6 is because you can get your degree faster, and you can take the classes and get it out of the way. Because a lot of people do not like taking summer classes, so that's why they take 6 classes. But I am someone who has taken summer classes. It is stressful to take summer classes, because you can actually take summer classes online, most likely, than taking fall classes and spring classes online. Because you can take fall and spring classes online, but like summer you can take that all online, no matter what subject it is. But the reason why it is recommended to take 4 and you can take up to 6 is because that is considered a full term. And that just depends on what type of credits that university would count, how many credits are for that each subject. Now, what is considered too much? 6 is the limit. For the summer term though, taking 6 classes is too much. That's what my advisor told me, and I asked her why, and she told me it's because summer classes are actually quicker than spring and fall classes. So they never really recommend students to take 6 classes in the summer term because it is too much. You literally have until some point in May to the beginning of August to take your classes in the summer. So you have May, all of June, all of July, and the summer is not summer but also August. But if you're planning to travel and you're doing your homework online for all your college classes and you're taking 6 college classes in the summer, that is too much. So it is recommended to take 4. You cannot take less than 4. You have to take up to 4, but the maximum is 6. Now, what if you're like me? Because there is one class I do have to take next year to actually require me to get my degree, and that is my chemistry class because I need to take one more science. Now, if you're like me, some point in your college life, and you have one class that you need to take to get that degree, that is one class. Now find at least 3, just 3 classes that you really want to take that's not with your degree. So that can be a foreign language. I actually took 2 Spanish classes, Spanish 1 and Spanish 2, and I'm planning to take an advanced Spanish class next semester. So in the spring, you can take a fine arts class. I have took in theater and I took in music. I might take music again just because. You can just take any other classes that can be filler, but they won't let you just take one class at a university because that's not enough credits that you need. But if that is one credit that you need, you can talk to your advisor and see if that is something that you can just do. But if they don't allow it and you just need to take one more class to get your degree, then at least find 3 more filler classes to take. Just 3, because you don't want to take like 5 more filler classes and you have 6 classes to take for that one semester. So your spring, if you're graduating in the spring, so it is recommended to take 4, but you can't take more than 6. And if you're planning to take summer classes, take 4 or maybe 5 because 6 is too much. And now, why do people take summer classes? It's because we are very, very high achievers and we just want to get done with college because college is stressful. So that's why people like me take summer classes. So yeah, but I've been taking easy classes in the summer, so yeah. Now, the second thing that I have learned within both community college and four-year universities, my four-year university college that I go to, is you want to have a relationship with your advisor. Now, you want to build that good relationship with them because they're going to help you throughout your 4 years of college, of undergrad. They're going to help you schedule for classes if you don't know what type of classes you want to take for the degree that you are going for. If you're missing any other classes for that degree, they're going to help you. If you are a transfer student from a community college to a four-year university or any other four-year university to another four-year university, they're going to help you make sure that you transfer all those classes to the four-year university that you go now and get those credits, because I was in that situation twice. So at one point I was considered a sophomore when I was supposed to be considered a junior, and because reason for that is because all my credits did not transfer to the four-year university that I went to after I finished community college. Now, I didn't graduate from community college. I got my associates from the four-year university. The reason being that is because I needed to get a class and I can't take it at the community college, so that's why I took it at the four-year university. But when I was planning to make sure I had everything in my fall semester of my first year four-year university, I noticed that they didn't really transfer all my classes, and my advisor told me that I needed to take these classes, and I told her through email that I took these classes. So I went to the register office and I got it situated, but they didn't really transfer all of my classes. Now, when it was actually really close to let's get these spring classes ready to go so you don't have to worry about it last minute, so around Thanksgiving, first week of December time, the person at the register office did not transfer all of my classes to my transfer, and my advisor, what she did is she got everything situated and she got it to the point that I was considered a junior. Now, this is because of computer errors or people just wasn't paying attention. So if you are transferring from school to school, make sure that your credits are transferred, and you probably want to triple check double check, because when I checked out my degree works and some things were not checked, I know that something was wrong. So your advisor is going to be your best friend all 4 years of college, and they're going to make sure that you are going to be ready to get that degree. So yeah. Whew. The third thing that I have learned as a college student, and I'm so glad that I actually took this route, and I actually almost didn't take this route because I thought this was kind of like, oh, this is like, you know, people who don't know if they want to go to college. You're just there and they're just trying it out. But what it is going to community college first before you go to a 4-year university. Unless you do have a scholarship to a 4-year university, if you don't know what the heck you want to do, and you do know what you want to do, but you want to get your core classes out of the way, so your science, your English, your math, and your reading, you can do that all at community college. So that's what I did. I did all of that at community college. And then, like I said, I transferred to a 4-year university. It is cheaper, and you don't have to worry about doing that and wasting your 2 years at a 4-year university when you think, well, when I go to college, I will do all the classes that will go straight to my degree. No, your first 2 years of college at a 4-year university is getting those reading, the math, the English, and the science out of the way. So yeah. Now, my fourth tip, it's not really a tip, it's something that I learned, and I have noticed because I actually have done, I've done both online and in-person classes, but I like online classes, and I'm going to tell you why, and then I'm going to tell you why I don't like online classes, and I'm going to tell you why I don't like in-person classes, and why I do like in-person classes. So yeah, so what I have learned in my college years is that online classes is actually more expensive than in-person classes. People will say like, no, in-person classes are more expensive than online classes, but you're not seeing those fees that they're charging you extra for those online classes. Now, what type of fees that I'm talking about? So what I have noticed, especially taking all my online classes since my freshman year of college at community college and transferring to 4 years, and I still took online classes because I was kind of like, I was adjusted to taking online classes because I finished high school online because of COVID. I started college online because of COVID. So I was adjusted and I was used to taking online classes. It wasn't really stressful. I knew how to check my assignments, make sure I didn't miss anything, this and that, because me as a person, and I had to take my classes online because we was in a pandemic to the point that we had to be like in our house sheltered, what the hell I was about to say, but sheltered, and we could not get out. We had to wear masks when we do go out. I had to take online classes and I hated it, but I really adjusted to the change very, very easily. But I really hated it because you do not have interaction with the people unless there's like a group chat that your class made, but still you don't have human to human interaction. When there's 2 people and y'all talking, yeah, there's no interaction there. And another thing, like I said, online classes are very expensive than in-person classes because they do get you with those hidden fees. You get charged for the online fees, just the class being online. So you get charged just for the class by itself. You get charged for the online fees, yes. So your university or colleges, like community college, will charge you for those online fees. And at my university, it is more expensive than community college. But damn, I was like, that's just for online fees. Then they charge you for the books that's for your online school, for your online classes. And to be honest, you don't need your textbooks, and I'm going to talk about that more in this video, but they charge you for the books. They charge you for their internet. Now, what do you mean they charge you for using their internet? Now, if y'all didn't know, yes, when you do your homework at home, and stuff, you're using your internet, but you're technically using also the school network where their internet is being used, because that's where you have to go. You have to go on your university or college website to log in and to go to your D2L shelf and do your homework or your classes. They will charge you for that fee. Colleges, especially for your universities, will always hit you with the hidden charges for parking, for just a lot of things. For going to the gym, like me and my brother noticed that they charge you for just using their gym, and it's very, 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 very surprising how colleges kind of is a scam. But I really do want to become a medical researcher, so that's why I'm going to get my master's, and I do want to own hospitals one day, so that's why I'm doing healthcare management and why I changed my majors. But college is a scam. High school is not a scam, so don't twist my words saying, oh, Dajah Nicole says school is a scam. No, college is a scam because they do hit you with those hidden fees, especially for those online classes, and they will charge you for just using their network because you're on the school website. So if you didn't know that, now you do. So if you was wondering, like if you're trying to do homework, and especially if you don't live on campus, you live with your parents or you have your own place, and you're trying to do homework and you're trying to log into your college account, school account, but you always get an error saying that this like thing don't load, that the page is not loading, or the server is acting up. It's not because you don't have bad internet, it's because your school network is not working. So yeah, because I use my college app, so my university has an app, so you can connect with friends and stuff, and they will be saying, is anyone's website D2L shelf showing up? Is it loading like for a long time? Is it working? The network is down. So like, it's not your internet at home that's not working, it's the school network that is not working. So that's why they would charge you, and they would use that money to get it fixed when it is down. But like I said, a lot of people didn't know that. But yeah, I noticed that a lot, especially when I was trying to do homework, and I'd be like, so my internet is not working, but my family be like, the internet is working, Dajah. And I'd be like, oh, so it's the school's network that's not working, not my internet, it's the school network that's not working. Now, another thing before I like go into the next tip, so I talked about more like the cons. Another con about taking online classes is that when you need to get in contact with your professor, you can't really get in contact with them faster, because the only way you can get in contact is unless they have their number to a way you could text their numbers on their D2L shelf. You have to email them, and you know how their schedule is saying on the syllabus what's the best time to email them, and that's why it's kind of suck when you have a question you need to get to your professor and you know they won't answer until the next day, and you'd be like, you know, I'm just gonna wing it and do this homework assignment. I noticed that with me with community college, because like I said, I started college all online, but I did go to campus my sophomore year in junior year of university, and I did take all online classes besides my spring semester. I took 2 in-person classes, and thank God that actually my stats professor was on campus. She had an office on campus, then outside of campus, so I could just go to the building and talk to her in her office. So the reason why a lot of online teachers, and why sometimes if you think, well, I'm gonna email them, I'm gonna come to their campus and go to the office, and they might email you back saying I don't have an office at the main campus, it's because a lot of like universities, especially like the professors, and you're taking online classes, they actually don't have an office at that university that you go to. They have it at another university, but they teach a class for that university, because that university that you go to asks them, can they teach a class, if that kind of makes sense. Like my racist ass English professor that I had. She did not work, like she did not have an office anywhere on their campus at all. But I still emailed her, but I know that she actually worked at another university. Her office was at another university. So sometimes that is a con if you're taking online classes and you have to get to your professor, but you think, well, I can go on campus and talk to them. No, not all professors. That is, your professors actually work with your university. Like, they work with them, but they're not really working with them. Like, they have just classes all over, because it's like they do it for like the state thing than just a university thing, if that kind of makes sense. Now why I like online classes is it's flexible, so that is one pro. Is especially if you are someone who do work a 9 to 5 and you want to do college at the same time, so you want to get your bag and you want to get your education, and you know you won't have time in your schedule to have time to take in-person classes. You can take online classes any time of the day. You know, okay, if I take it on my break, do some homework on my break, I can get this out of the way and I'll be done. Also, if you're like me, you have a lot of side hustles, you have a lot of things going on. Excuse me. But like I was saying, if you have a lot of things going on in your life, you can take online classes and you can still make time to, to do other time, like spend and take that other time to go after your goals or to your side hustle to make it like your main thing. But a lot of people take online classes because it is more flexible, especially if you have a 9 to 5 or if you're a parent or you just don't like interacting with people. Another pro about not in person but online classes is that the time management is so much better than in-person classes. I know when I would go to my biology class, my lab class was like almost 3 hours, but my biology class was only less than an hour, but it went by so fast and I felt like I didn't really learn a lot of information. So with online classes, you can learn on your own time within your own like time limit. You can give yourself an hour to just learn on that subject, work on the homework, 2 hours, and you can also balance, like I said, balance everything else in your life that is outside of your schoolwork. Another thing and why I like it, and this is the last pro of taking online classes, is that for most cases, and this is what I did and I actually enjoyed doing this, for some reason, don't ask me why, but I enjoy doing this, especially that if I knew one class actually had an exam, a final exam, because not all of my online classes had final exams. I'm putting that out there. Not all of my online classes had final exams. They actually had midterms, but not all of them had final exams. So what I loved about online classes is that I can get them finished ahead of time. I can get them finished first. So what I mean I can get them finished ahead of time is that if they didn't have like a time, a day and time when they were open, I would just get them all finished within a week, and that's what I did. So if I was done with one class homework, I would just do another class and get that finished, and I actually done that. And to be honest, it made me less stressful to not remember in the future like, oh my gosh, I forgot to do this homework, but in fact I did do it. And I like to get things done ahead of time, so I just got it out of the way, and it's just kind of smart, especially if you have a lot of things happening in your future that is around your college time. You can get that class finished and you don't have to worry about it. Plus, you can get yourself a break, because I did have myself a schedule and I have to make myself a new schedule for this semester on what days I'm doing homework, what days I'm going to like focus on that class and do the homework, I mean. But you can really get done with all your classes before the end of the semester with online classes, because a lot of online classes, they actually open early, like the homework open early or just open like on the first day of classes, but they won't close into that exact due date, so you can just finish all of them like that and you don't have to worry about it. Whew. The fifth thing that I have learned is that you do not have to buy textbooks, okay? Textbooks is a waste of money. You can find all the information that you need for a class on Quizlet, online, on YouTube. You can literally learn a lot of things that's in textbooks on the internet. And I don't know why they tell you, oh, you need this textbook, but you're wasting like $100 to $200 on a textbook that you know you're never going to use. But if you really are like questionable if you should get a textbook, ask your professor first and just ask them like, hey, are we really going to use this textbook? If they say no, then don't get it. I know for English I use SparkNote for all of my like reading, and I found the PDF version of it online, and I never use that textbook. So you don't really have to use a textbook. It's a waste of money, and it's like money smart. So unless you really need it, do not buy it. Or if you do need it, you can get a cheaper version on Amazon. So just putting that out there. The sixth thing that I have learned about college is interacting with other students. So like I said, I like to work out, if y'all didn't know already, and I work out at my university gym. Now that's how I interact with students. Sometimes I will go in the library and I interact with students there, and like I said, my university do also have an app. Now if your university has an app, download it. You can make friends, you can meet up on campus and build a bond. That's what I did. But go to the most popular spots on campus during the day, so like the library, or if you have a cafe or like some type of restaurant, go to those popular spots because you know other students will be there. The gym is a popular spot. So like my library was the popular spot besides the gym on campus. It's because we had a Starbucks on campus, which was the best part. So a lot of students will line up, and those lines were long. So I remember what's like a good time to go to Starbucks, which is straight first thing in the morning. And yeah, but go to those popular spots, download your university app, make friends, or even make acquaintance. I made acquaintances, and just exchange phone numbers, exchange social medias. But also be careful because there are creeps on campus. I just know
Sometimes I was flirting with him. I was not flirting with him. He asked me for my number. No, he asked me for my Instagram. And you know, sometimes we're in a day of age when a guy asks you for your number or some type of social media platform, you can't really say no. It's because something bad might happen. And I did give him my social media. I gave my Instagram, and then he asked me through my Instagram DMs for my number. He kept FaceTiming me, which I never really appreciated. Like, if you call me out of nowhere and you're not letting me know, you piss me off. But
I hated that. So I did block him. Not gonna like lie, but I did block him. But just be careful making friends because people do bad things. You are an adult, so anything that you do with someone else on campus that is against the law, you will get penalized. And just make good friends. I'm hoping, even though I'm taking all online classes, I am going to campus, and I'm hoping to actually make real, genuine friends on campus that have the same mindset, who have goals to achieve, to be successful, to be boss women, to be girl bosses, or you know, men bosses, you know, who has that mindset that I have and trying to also perfect. So that's what college campuses are. You can just explore. So if you like to work out, get a workout buddy. I actually had a workout buddy. So I did have a workout buddy. She actually was new to the gym. I was not new, like new to the gym, but I knew what I was doing, and I will help her train, I will help her work out, I will help her be consistent, all of that. So you can really make friends on campus by just doing anything or just by doing nothing. So yeah, but remember to be careful. So we got 2 more. Tip number 7 is that you want to do FAFSA really early. Like, I think the deadline is October 1st, so you want to do it, or it opens on October 1st. I have to check that, but once it opens, you want to do your FAFSA right away so you can get more money for college to use for your spring semester, if you take a summer classes for that, and also your next fall semester, because that's what that money is for, and it's going for that. So do FAFSA once it's open, fill out all the information that you need, ask your parents to fill out all the information that you need. And yes, if you're doing grad school, you have to do this as well. That's what my mom told me. So remember, do FAFSA really quickly, and you will get the money that you need for the next school year. So yeah. Okay, so my camera was about to stop, so I stopped it. So we got one more thing that I have learned, that I hope that this video actually helps you throughout your college journey, and that you can come back to this video. But one thing, and the last thing that I have learned in college, is that it is okay to change your major. So my major is public health, but my concentration is healthcare management. So if someone asks me what's my major, I say healthcare management. I don't say public health, because something that you first started can be something else, and you'd be like, yeah, I don't want to do this. And I knew nursing wasn't for me because of one class. I could not get pass, so I have to do one more science class, which is a whole nother science class, and I'm really good at chemistry. I didn't want to do nursing. I felt like also I was more into the other aspects of health, and that's why I said I was going to do healthcare management, and that's what I'm doing. And for my master's, I am doing healthcare, not healthcare, but yeah, medical research. And the reason why I want to do medical research, if y'all don't know, I have heart disease, and I decided I want to do medical research for my master's, because you have to get a master's to be a researcher. Is because in lab, I just love looking under a microscope and seeing the thing moving. And you know, I was like, I want to be those type of girls on Pinterest, those type of women on Pinterest with the lab coats and the microscope, and just looking, and then someone just take my picture and just post it on Pinterest and be like, goals, so that's what I want to do. I do want to see what is the reason why myself have heart disease, but it's not genetics. So that's why I'm doing that. But it is okay to change your major. I feel like a lot of people change the majors because, one, they know that the preregs are harder to get into that one program, so they find something that is in a similar fields. Like nursing is health and healthcare management is health, so that's why I still stayed in the field of health. But I also feel like a lot of people only change the major, to be honest, is because they found something better, better, because it paid more. And I feel like you shouldn't want to go to college just to get a career that pays more. It's like people join the military because you get paid twice a month. When in fact, I know a lot of people only join the military after high school that I graduated high school with. A lot of people join the military because you get paid twice a month, and the paychecks are good, I guess. But then a lot of people don't like it because long hours, you go to the field, lack of sleep, this and that. So that's just a field. But a lot of people who's in college only do a certain major because that major makes a lot of money. But we never know how jobs will be into 5 to 6 months. Not 5 to 6 months, but 5 to 10 years. We never know if there's going to be robots doing everything for us. A lot of jobs are planning to shut down in the next future because on how time is changing. So like that one thing that Cardi B said, like if you're in college, take a business class, start a business. Because no, for real, you might go to college now and get your master's after your bachelor's. So that's like, what, 5 years altogether, 5 to 6 years. But what after you get your bachelor's and your master's and that career that you went to school for is not available no more? It does not exist. What are you gonna do? You don't have a plan B. You should always want to have a plan B and have a plan C, because we are in a generation that everything is changing. Everything is evolving differently than how our parents and our grandparents were. So yes, it is okay to change a major. Do not feel like discouraged from changing a major. And yeah, but I'm about to close on this video. So that is it for today's video, besties. I really do hope that you liked this video. I really also hope that this video was very, 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 very informative. If you really do like this video, please hit that subscribe button and press the bell, so every time I post a video you will be notified. If there's any other tips and you're a college student, no matter if it's undergrad or grad, put them down in the comments down below. If you are a high school student, especially a high school senior, and you have any questions about college, please put them down in the comments down below, and I will try to best way to answer them in my way, best way of possible. I don't know if that makes sense. But if you're a high school senior or high school student and you're watching this video and you have any questions about college, put them down in the comments and I will try to answer them my best way possible. That sounds better. But like I said, I really hope that you like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification again to be notified. And remember to always go after your goals no matter what, because once you quit, do not quit, but if you quit, once you quit though, you will never get back to your goals. It's going to be hard to get back to those goals. And I'll see you on the next video. I have this video and then a fashion video, and then all the other videos will be pre-recorded videos plus Dominican Republic videos. So y'all want to stay tuned. But I love you guys. And see y'all in the next video.
It's Dajah Nicole. This Dajah Nicole. You tuned in to the hottest in the city. Nice smile and the light up the city. She got lifestyle.